Hello everyone, Monks986 here, and welcome back to Outlast. Now, we killed Dr. Put on some pants over there, and we are now progressing through the hallway. So, what's next on our stop? Hello everyone, Narrator Monster here. Now, I did a brilliant dumb thing. I decided to merge both my mic audio and game audio. In some parts of this, the music of the game overpowers the volume of my voice. Now I deemed the video not to par with my rapidly decreasing standards, so I elected to narrate the key important parts so that when we jump to the next part where I didn't mess up the recording, you shall have prior knowledge to what's actually happening. Right, so first things first, we met up with Father. Father, what's up? How you doing? His actual name is Father Martin. I just kept calling him Father because I didn't know his actual name. Regardless, we met up with him. He was glad we survived that secular maniac. Then he told me to meet him outside before skedaddling off to who knows what, which I later found out was not the outside world because he decided to lead me on a wild goose chase through perilous grounds all the way to a different side of the facility. Regardless, onto the next part. I soon had a premonition that danger was near, probably because I looked into the bathroom and saw a flaming hand in the basin, and also heard some ghostly noises in the locker room. Now I vaulted through a window and saw that Mount Master's mess hall was indeed living up to its name, being on fire and in shambles. Then I made the acquaintance of a reasonably sane man, besides the arson and whatnot. Regardless, he talked about why he set the place on fire. Then I proceeded to eventually extinguish his lovely work. But first, I had to deal with an old foe. Oh, you motherfucker. Of course! Yes indeed, that is our lovely friend, William, the Dehedonator. After approaching a bunch of corpses, quickly using them as cover as William came near, I decided to quickly run to the left, and I ran into a reasonably less sane man, of which was given a bath to a corpse, naturally. Regardless, I built up the courage to push past him and then engage one of the valves. Valve 1 initiated. Now it was time for Valve 2, which I had a bit more fun getting to. Look at this. After getting the urge to run through the halls instead of crouch around. Why do I have a sudden urge just to run for it? I decided to crouch around through the halls and abnegated running. So much for running for it. However, after a few close encounters, miraculously evading the gaze of William. I'm sorry? After being flabbergasted at my ability to elude capture for as long as possible, deeming myself a slippery little bit, which is an apt title, my luck finally ran out when William had enough of my shit and grew wise of my evading tactics. Regardless, he pushed me into a locker which I had to hide in, and then... Okay, here we go. Running time, ladies and gentlemen. I finally get to do the thing I wanted to do. Bye. You're not gonna do that again, are you? After slipping into an area of which William could not proceed past, I decided to hide and wait until... once again, I decided to be a slippery little bitch. This is what we call a slippery little bitch maneuver. I successfully passed down a few halls and then stealthily closed the door behind me. With the elegance of a newly born stag, I proceeded to the sprinkler valve, switched it on, and hid inside a locker. Then I waited for William to appear once more. Slippery little bitch maneuver. Let's go. Of which, no doubt and no less, he did, before quickly leaving and then making his debut once more. What a motherfucker. Then I decided to proceed. I quickly peeked around the corner, saw no sight of the big man himself, so I ran as stealthily as I could. Pressing the sprinkler button, spraying water everywhere, and ruining my audio because the sprinkler system was incredibly loud. Regardless, I feared that the arsonist would be very displeased that I extinguished his work, of which I found out. Oh, yeah, he is, he's very much displeased. Then I saw another one of his pieces, decapitated man with his guts spread all over the stainless steel counter. An unappreciated, inspired piece of art. Regardless, I had a spiel about censoring it, then I realized it's fruitless because Outlast is a very brutal game. Though it's Outlast, I don't know why I'm trying to censor this. And to censor it is to censor the entire game. After peering down an elevator shaft, I saw the outside world. Oh, awful. And I can report back that yes, it is just as horrifying as one would assume. Significantly worse. After hearing some inviting ghostly howls from outside, I eventually went outside, only to get scared by a bunch of floating leaves. I got scared by a leaf! Regardless, I saw Father Martin on the other side of the compound. Now, that being my objective, I proceeded to him, only to find out that he had disappeared, and the light that I thought was previously him was actually a hanging street light. Hello there. You're not Father. Regardless, being disappointed, I decided to turn around to find an alternative route. However, something found me instead. Oh! Oh dear! Oh dear! Time to run! Oh! Go! Go! There's something in here with me. After running to this shed, closing the door with grace and humility and a lot of stealth, I decided to proceed with my mental breakdown. It's the WALRIDER, isn't it? Oh, I hate the outside world. Before attempting to leave, getting scared again. Oh no, I'm trapped in here. And then proceeding with my mental breakdown once more. I don't think a flimsy wooden door is going to stop the flying beast out there. But after having 2 mental breakdowns in the span of 5 minutes, I decided to leave again. I hugged the wall as tight as possible, trying to avoid the beast patrolling the land. Eventually, it found me, and then I ran away with grace and humility once more. Time to run! I quickly ran away as fast as I could, as a coward. However, unfortunately, I ran into a trigger, which summoned the WALRIDER. I assume. I believe it's WALRIDER. It's mostly confirmed at this rate. And then I decided to do a great maneuver of closing the door in my face. You dumb motherfucker. Nicely done. Regardless, I eventually found my way forward, and then I told the creature very politely to go fuck itself. Fuck you. Please, ever so kindly, go fuck yourself. Which it didn't take too well. There. I didn't even get to open the door. Right, yep, that's a note I want to read. The thing in the dark? What is it? God help me, I think I've seen the WALRIDER. Yes, I think you have too. Regardless, I proceeded to run outside again and then up a ladder. Now I had the advantageous high ground, which was strategically disadvantageous because of the thunderstorm raging above me. Regardless, I jumped to avoid the ground, knowing that if I were to fall, I would fall in the loving arms of the WALRIDER, or alternatively, an old friend who is milling about. Yes, indeed, folks. The one and only William. With all his might. Regardless, I sprinted around the compound and I found this convenient little doghouse. What is this? Convenient little hidey hole? I'll take it. I'm taking it. Where I can hide in, like the little bit I am. Then, of all things, I discovered that my audio was broken and decided to remedy it. With the successful bifurcation of the two audio tracks, I shall henceforth depart. Au revoir, listeners. I just realized my my game audio was getting mixed in with my mic. Well, I'm gonna have fun editing this. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. How am I meant to... Oh. Right, now it's time to fall into the loving arms of the WALRIDER. Ow. Can't hear, can't see. Goodbye, I'm going home. Don't tell me I need a key. Oh, I'm at the female ward. Ah, I do actually get to go here. Well, that's nice. I'm in the female ward now.
You saw the WALRIDER, didn't you?
Yes.
You're beginning to understand, but not yet. Even Abraham had to cast his eyes to the ground. But soon, this way, revelation is at hand.
Fascinating. Oh, welcome to the female ward. Speaking of it, I have never actually seen a female here. They've always been males. I mean, I don't know. Do I want to run into them? I usually avoid females like plague. Oh, fascinating. Someone who's having a mental breakdown. Might be of course, everyone here wants to kill me. Oh, you guys all suck. I just ran out of batteries in my camera. Well, about to. So I think it's an excellent time to leave it off. Anyway, I have indeed run out of time for this episode. If you did indeed enjoy this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe since it helps the channel a lot. And until I see you next time, I shall bid you adieu. Bye!